What voices have been the loudest in your life lately? What if the one keeping you stuck isn't theirs? It's your own. Hey family, it's Sienna. Welcome back to Life Lessons at the Crossroads. Let me ask you something. Have you ever been so overwhelmed by other voices, expectations, opinions, even your own fears, that you couldn't hear God's voice anymore? You keep moving, keep pushing, but deep down you feel disconnected. Today's story is for anyone who's been stuck in that noisy space, longing to hear clearly from the one who knows you best. Let's talk about the voice I had to silence to hear God again. Keisha had always been confident until life fell apart. She lost a job she loved. Her savings dried up. Doors kept closing, and her inner critic got louder. You should be further by now. Nobody's checking for you anymore. Maybe you missed your moment. She smiled through it, said the right words, but in private, her spirit was silent. She hadn't truly heard from God in months, not because he wasn't speaking, but because she couldn't hear him over her own doubt. One morning, scrolling social media, she saw a quote that stopped her cold. The voice in your head that says you're not enough didn't come from the God who created you. She closed the app, sat in silence, and prayed something simple. Lord, help me silence everything that's not you. Over the next few weeks, she unplugged, logged off, stopped venting to people who couldn't feed her faith, and started sitting in stillness again. It was quiet, uncomfortable, but it was exactly what she needed. Little by little, she started to hear again, not loud words, but small confirmations. A verse that lined up with a dream, a worship lyric that hit deep. A stranger's word of encouragement that felt too specific to ignore. Keisha didn't just get clarity, she got her identity back. And more importantly, she remembered who she is and who she's always been in God's eyes. Let's reflect on Keisha's story. We live in a loud world, and sometimes the loudest voice we battle is our own. John 10:27 says, "My sheep listen to my voice. I know them, and they follow me." God isn't far. He's not silent. He's just waiting for us to turn down the noise. Keisha's story reminds us, to hear from God again, sometimes we must unfollow fear, mute comparison, and unsubscribe from every lie we've started to believe. You haven't missed your moment. You're not too late. You're just one quiet moment away from hearing him again. Thanks for joining us today. And until next time, silence the noise, lean in close, and keep listening at the Crossroads.